Ethiopia, Penang recently experienced heavy flooding due to continuous rainfall and high tides. Majority of the victims sustained injuries due to arising issues such as fallen trees, debris, and the damaged infrastructure. I can't believe how serious these flood warnings are. I'm really scared about what might happen to our friends and family.
I know it's definitely concerning, and it breaks my heart to hear about that. But right now, we need to stay calm and pray for their safety.
Yeah, you're right. It is overwhelming sometimes hearing about this hazardous condition. What do you think we should do?
Hey Sophia, Asa.
Hi Shariza, hi Lawrence.
Hi, hello.
Hey, it's been a long time since I saw you both. Where are you two going?
We are actually heading to the cafe, but I want both of you to look at this poster, okay?
Whoa.
We were talking about flood warnings. Have you seen the latest news?
Yeah.
Recently, Peninsula Malaysia have been affected by floods. Heavy rain have caused flooding in various regions, leading to evacuations, damage to homes, and disruption to daily life. News are saying that the water levels are rising fast.
Yes, I heard about that too. I've been thinking about my family all morning. My cousin's place is right by the river. They've been told to evacuate to the safer ground. I hope they're okay.
Same with my aunt. They picked up their stuff last night, but you could never feel really calm until you know they are out of danger.
Man, that's rough. It's crazy how this keeps happening every year. And each time it feels more unpredictable. I mean, like, how do you even prepare properly when it feels like the floods keep getting worse?
We've all heard about the flood warnings. With the flood season approaching, it's essential to prepare ourselves. The first step is to stay informed. We need to monitor local weather reports and flood warnings regularly. Like, I always check the meteorological department website and local news outlets. They provide timely updates on flood alerts.
Yeah, that's a great start. The next step is to create an emergency plan. Families should sit down together and discuss escape routes, meeting points, and how to communicate during an emergency. And it's important that everyone understands the plan so they know what to do in crucial situations.
But what if we're stuck? I mean, what if the floods hit before we even have time to evacuate? You two are talking about ideal situations, but flood happen really fast. Sophia mentioned about the forecast earlier, but how reliable are those forecasts? They often get it wrong, don't they? I mean, last year they said we'd have severe floods and nothing happened. What's the point all of this planning if it's just going to get chaotic?
That's what I'm worried about too. What if we don't make it to the evacuation center in time? I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Should we stay in the house or try to leave?
I understand that things might get chaotic, but that's why we need to prepare. If we wait until last minute, we'll panic. At least with an evacuation routes and supplies, we have some control over the situation.
Shariza, you're right that floods can hit suddenly, but that's why we should do some preparation in the house. We can move things like important documents, passport, and such things to higher ground, sand back the doors, and know the safest room to stay in if we can't leave. For me, I would prepare an emergency kit that contains stuff like battery-powered flashlights, power bank, food supplies, and first aid kit. It's not just about evacuation, it's about surviving if we have to stay put.
And what if the water cuts off our electricity and we lost contact? You're planning for all these small details. But what if none of it works out? So what's the point?
Oh no, I hadn't even thought about losing electricity. Losing electricity usually leads to losing cell service. If we lose all cell service, we won't be able to reach out for help. What will you do if that happens?
That's why we need a battery-powered flashlight and a power bank, like Lauren said. And we should have a backup communication plan if we somehow lose cell service. We need to decide one meeting point where we can regroup once the water recedes.
Exactly. We can use a whistle or other signaling tools if we need to call for help. And we should have enough food and water for at least 3 days, just in case help doesn't arrive immediately. We're not saying it'll be perfect, but these steps will give us a better chance to survive.
I still think there's a lot of what if, but I guess having a plan is better than doing nothing. I just don't want us to waste time on things that won't matter if things go south.
I get it, Shariza. But I also feel better knowing we have a plan. I wouldn't have known what to do on my own. Maybe we can practice evacuating or something.
Great idea is practicing will help us feel more confident. We'll do a quick drill, and that way everyone knows what to do and where to go. If we can think ahead, we can react better when it's better.
Yes, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. We'll adjust if things change, but having a basic plan will make all the difference. We've got this.
I'm glad we're all on the same page now. It feels good to have a plan in place, but let's hope we won't have to use it.
It's getting dark. I think we should head to the cafe now.
Why not?
Let's go. Speaking of getting through tough situations, what if we ever got lost in the forest? My older brother once got lost in the forest when he was hiking with his friends. It was really scary, but thank God we found him.
Oh no, here we go again. You're really jumping from one disaster to another, huh? But fine, if we ever got lost in the forest, tell me what's the grand plan this time?
Well, first thing first, it's like with a flood. We need to stay calm and figure out our situation. If we're lost in the forest, the priority is to find shelter, water, and staying put until help arrives. Wandering endlessly would only make things worse, just like the scene you watch in the movie.
I agree. I suggest finding a high spot, somewhere elevated, so we can get a better view of our surroundings. We can look for trails, rivers, or signs of civilization. Also, we should create signals like leaving markers or building a small fire so rescuers can find us more easily.
Yeah, that all sounds great in theory. But what if we can't find shelter or if it rains? What if we are walking in circles? For all we know, we could be walking further into the jungle. And what if it gets dark before we figure out where we are? You can't just plan for perfect conditions.
I didn't even think about that. If we got caught in bad weather, what would we do? We are talking about getting lost in the jungle. What if they are wild animals? I'm not sure I know how to handle that at all.
It's okay, Ezra. That's why we need to stay together and use whatever's around us. We could find thick trees or even rocks to create some kind of shelter. I mean, look, it's not about rushing into it blindly. We move with purpose, looking for signs of human activity like trail or broken branches. And if it's look too dangerous, we can always find shelter for the night.
Yeah, and if it gets dark, we should stay in one place to avoid accidents. We could gather branches and leaves to make a simple shelter. Maybe even build a fire for warmth and signaling. I'd also suggest conserving our phone batteries in case we need them for light or communication.
But what if we are miles away from any trails or water source? You are talking about building fires and shelters, but what if it's too cold or there's no way to signal anyone? How long can we even survive like that?
Yeah, what if we run out of food or can't find water? I'll be so scared in a situation like that.
That's why preparation is the key. Before going into any forest, we should have a small survival kit with us. Basic tools like a knife, fire starter, or even water purification tablets. And don't forget, Most forests have natural water sources like streams, and we can always recollect rainwater if we need to.
And as for food, we wouldn't need a lot to survive a few days. We could bring energy bars or premise just in case. Plus, there are usually berries and plants that are edible if we know that what we're looking for. We just have to keep calm and take things one step at a time.
Okay, fair enough. I guess having supplies would help, but it's the uncertainty that worries me. It's not like you can prepare for every possible scenario, you know?
True, but having even a basic plan will increase our chances of survival. Before getting into the jungle, we should carry survival gear or bring someone who knows the basic of the environment, and most importantly, to stay calm. We can't control everything, but we can make smart decisions to help ourselves if we ever get lost.
I feel better hearing that. I mean, I wouldn't know where to begin if I got lost, but having some steps in mind makes it less scary. Maybe we should practice for that too, like we did with the evacuation test.
A survivor great in the forest? Why not? It's all about staying calm and being resourceful. We can't control nature, but we can control how we react.
Alright. Your planners win this round. I still think it's all easier said than done, but I'll admit having a plan is better than just winging it. But let's hope we never actually have to deal with any of this, okay?
I just hope we never end up in that situation. But if we do, at least we have thought this through. I'm still nervous though. What if none of our plans work?